what to shop for. I am just going to show you what did I get today so you can have an idea of what to get when you go to the supermarket. Since half of my plate is made of greens and veggies, that's where I start from, the grocery aisle. And I shoot to go to grocery stores that have a lot of organic stuff since I do not buy conventional produce if I can avoid it. My absolutely favorite is wild arugula, as usually is half of my plate. A little 5-ounce tray like this here in my house will last a couple of days only. Lately, I've been in love with the microgreens. So this is a micro radish. They have microgreens of a ton of variety. And I also got more arugula. As you can tell, I should work on my variety as well. But I do love arugula and radish because they are bitter foods. And we have to train our palate to eat more bitter foods. Bitter foods stimulate the production of bile, which will help you with a ton of other things. You need bile to properly digest your food. Talking about bitter foods, this is not my favorite, but I buy it anyway. It's a dandelion. Yeah, I have to confess, it's definitely not a favorite taste of mine. So I either eat it as medicine, I just chop a little bit and put it in my mouth, or I put some in my salad. But sometimes I just don't want to contaminate my salad with something that I don't really like, so I eat it before as if I'm taking a vitamin. This is cilantro. Again, I almost eat a bunch of cilantro a day. They are great for a variety of reasons, but cilantro, it's very, very important to only get organic. They do absorb all of the pesticides from the soil. It's another reason that it's good for us to eat it because it serves as a binder. It squirts stuff out of the body, aside from also helping you with digestion. I also got some butter letters. This is my daughter's favorite. It has a much milder taste than any of these other options. I also got some collard greens. Those I usually do not put on the salad. I use them instead of bread as a wrapper for foods. I got some fennel. On the fennel, very, very good for digestion as well. The little hairs, I put it on the salad. The bulb, you chop it very thin or on a food processor and also put on the salad. And the remains of this, I use it to make vegetable broth or put it on stew. I love this variety of carrots because they are almost different species. Each color has specific polyphenols and some different micronutrients. So it's almost if I'm having a variety just by eating those different carrots. The albino carrot, the regular carrot, and then this is just so pretty blood orange carrot. I don't know if that's the real name. I also got some yellow zucchini. I absolutely love to cut them. Then I use some avocado oil spray, add some seasoning. Usually I do Italian seasoning and put it on my air fryer over there. I eat red cabbage almost every day. It's a huge antioxidant. It takes some getting used to it, so you can either chop it really thin, pulse it on a food processor, but I honestly just slice it up, put some salt, and chew them as if they were apples. I know it sounds crazy, but you can get used to it, and I just feel better immediately after eating it. Some cauliflower, and I got a whole variety of potatoes, of sweet potatoes. I don't even know the names of them. I just go see everything they have. So we have purple sweet potato. This is probably a red yam, and then this is a different type. I don't really know the species very well. I just try to get a lot of different things. This is a parsnip, and this is a jicama, which you slice it and make some stalks. It almost tastes like a fruit. Got some tangerines since my daughter loves to take those for school. And I think this is it on the grocery department for today. Actually, I can see some there on the back. There are some bananas and squash, tons of avocados, and also a pear. So I will either eat those stuff by themselves or I add it in the mix of the salad, depending on the mood. Now let's move to fermented stuff, which are really, really good and help us with digestion. Wild Brine is a great brand, one of my favorites. I like this one in particular. taste-wise. Because I'm not like, I don't love the taste of it, I don't mix it up on my salad. I put it a tiny bit on the side, like a spoonful, and I eat it. Almost again, as if I'm taking a vitamin. I know it's good for me. I don't love it, so I'm not gonna eat by spoonfuls. I even think I can't even take it. It's too fermented for me. So I think 1 or 2 spoons of fermented foods a day should suffice to give you a good food for your great microbiome. Wild Brine also make this probiotic. It's a sriracha sauce, which this one I really, really love. I either put it on eggs or on avocados or when I'm making tacos. And this cocoyo is a fermented coconut yogurt to die for. I like the plain version. When I'm giving to the kiddos, I do add a little honey to it. They do have other flavors, but other flavors have stevia, and I'm not too stoked about stevia, so I get the plain. Because we're talking about tacos, let's see what we can use as wrappers instead of flour, because here in my household, we are all gluten-free. Siete make awesome, delicious tortillas. This almond flour is my favorite. It gets super crispy. But they also have cassava. They make a cassava and chia version. And this coconut flour tortilla is super, super delicious. It makes great breakfast tacos with it. Because we moved to breakfast tacos, let's talk about eggs. You gotta have, this is a deal breaker to me. If I don't find good quality egg, I just don't eat it. Okay, chickens cannot eat grains. They should not be fed stuff, corn, or I don't know what other people give to chicken. They have to be raised free, eat whatever they find. So this is my favorite brand, Vital Farms. Plus, look at the package. They also do an awesome job on that. Let's see, yes, and then you can, so great idea. Make a taco, make some scrambled eggs, chop some red cabbage, wrap it with your coconut flour tortilla, spice it up with your probiotics, and slide some avocados on it. That's breakfast, lunch, or dinner for you. Don't forget to add some of the salads. So let's move on. Let's see what else did I get here. There's just so much that I don't even know where to start now. Nut butters. I use nut butters to make my smoothie a little bit more consistent, and because I like the taste, they satiate me and they curb a little bit of my sweet tooth. When I feel like having a kind of a dessert, a nut butter will kind of calm me down. So very important when you're getting butters to get in the glass jar. Do not ever buy nut butters or anything for that matter on a plastic container. The bad stuff does leach into the food and you are eating those endocrinal disruptors. More on that later. So this is a good brand. Almond butter. Thrive Market just sent me some samples. This is a cashew butter, which I haven't opened, so I don't have an opinion on it, and I don't know what to think about the packaging yet, so I'm not going to comment. And also some sunflower butter. Sometimes I make fat bombs. More on that on the future. For now, you can just put this stuff in your smoothie. It makes it a very good consistency. Add-ons for the salad. Again, I do not like a lot of canned stuff, even though they say it's non-BPA lining. There's other forms of bisphenols. I know how those things are written, but I don't know how to say it. Anyway, but I got it because it's nearly impossible to find jara palms in the US. They are not in can. This pumpkin puree is a lifesaver a lot of times. So again, I don't dig cans, but try to do the best getting the non-BPA and organic kind. I like to put nutritional yeast, gives it a cheesy flavor to the salad. This is not my favorite brand. My favorite brand is called Sari, which is organic and made with a good quality of folate. Nutritional yeast have a ton of B vitamins, which are great for us, but because folic acid, it's really much cheaper than the good quality folate. Most brands, including this, which in general is a good brand, in my opinion. But on this case here, they did not make a very good job on sourcing the folate. So I don't have it every day, but every now and then I will sprinkle it on to give that cheesy flavor when I am going dairy free. As far as cooking fats or cooking stuff, my go-to it's usually ghee. We eat ghee here by the pounds. This is a great brand, and they make different flavors. They have one with Madagascar vanilla, which is great, that I put on my coffee actually. But to cook, I just use the original one. Some avocado oil spray. I know spray is not the first choice. It shouldn't be, it's not the best, but it does go well in some occasions, especially when I am just coating to put stuff on the deep fryer, not deep fryer, excuse me, on my air fryer. Some coconut oil, and I also like this type of coconut oil or the coconut manna, which I also put inside of my smoothies. Toasted sesame seed oil. You gotta get very good quality salt. This is my favorite salt. Just make sure also, I'm almost a salt connoisseur. I have 5 different types of salts in my pantry, but this is a easy to find that good quality salt for added minerals. I just bought vanilla today because I use it in a bunch of stuff. So on this category over here, I think this is all. Yes, different forms of vinegar to make salad dressing and other things as well. So let's go to smoothie. I make tons of smoothie. I think it's a very quick and efficient way to pack a lot of nutrients and dense foods in one meal when you're on the go. Of course, one should eat calmly, chew well, look at your food, take your time, but that is much easier said than done. And a lot of times I just don't have the motivation to cook, especially because I cook all the time. It's almost like you just finished doing the dishes from lunch and somebody asks what's for dinner. So smoothies can be a kind of a quick fix as well as a very good one. So I spice up my smoothies big time. I don't do fruits too much on me. I do a little bit more fruits for the keto. So I use some of this stuff, for instance, the zucchinis, the yellow and the green one. I always put on my smoothies. I put spinach, either frozen or fresh. And I use a lot of additives for lack of better word. So I love collagen peptides. I think I probably OD on those sometimes. This is my favorite brand by far. Coconut water. I use the coconut water as a base for my kids. My favorite brand is the Harmless. You can find them at Costco, but they're super pricey. So when I'm blending on the smoothie, I just use this can one because they're less expensive. And when I'm eating it fresh, then I eat the one that I like the taste more. I love this coconut milk. It's organic, it's rich, it's better than any other one I've tried. I do get the other one, the little box, but that's a little bit more watery. Brain octane oil, it's just a very good quality MCT oil that I sprinkle in salads. I do put on my coffee, more on the bulletproof coffee later. And then it comes to the stuff that I put. So I always I try to buy my seeds whole and then I grind them before I throw in my smoothie. And because I think they spoil super fast, I keep everything on the refrigerator. So I have some chia seeds, whole flax seeds, same thing I put on a grinder, coffee grinder before I use it. So they are full of omegas, ligands, and ALA, like rich in omega-3. So they have different types of fatty acids. That's why I like to mix them up. Absolutely fave, use tons of this. Hemp hearts, as you can see, a lot of proteins, a lot of fatty acids as well. So it can really spice it up, your smoothie and your salad. Toasted coconut, usually I put that on top of the smoothie as I'm eating kind of bowl style with a spoon, or I just eat this pure as a snack. This brand is very good as well. Forgot to show you on the seeds. This is those pumpkin seeds. I this one in particularly, I get it with sea salt, and I put it more on the salad area than on my smoothies. All right, let's go here on the cacao butter. It also adds some fat to the smoothie and some chocolate taste. So I usually do the cacao butter when I'm doing a cacao smoothie with the coconut milk, kind of more chocolatey flavor, put some collagen. I like putting herbs on my stuff. It makes me feel like I'm using adaptogen properties and make my immune system stronger. So this one is one of my favorites, just a teaspoon. It does have a strong taste to it. I don't mind anything, I just eat them, but my kids, I have to kind of hide them inside of the smoothie. And on the chocolate front, this is my absolutely favorite stuff when I feel like eating chocolate. Those are cacao wafers. Again, very hard to find, but as you're gonna see, there's absolutely nothing other than 100% cacao. So super worth the time to find it. Amazon has it. I can give you the links later because I kind of have to have a little bit of a dark chocolate every now and then. And the kids like this one, which tastes delicious. It does have good quality ingredients nonetheless. It does have quite a few, not too bad, 4 grams of sugar, organic cacao, organic coconut sugar. So I buy this for the kids as a treat. And let's see, oh, I check it over there. And something that I also consume very often on a daily basis are bone broth. So my favorite brands are Bonafide. This one, the turkey and the chicken one, you can pretty much just heat it up, squeeze some lemon juice, and I put some MCT oil on top of it, and I drink it as a nightcap or as an appetizer. This one, this Frontier blend, it has a ton of stuff. As you can see, it's made from beef, turkey, lamb, and bison. So I find that it's very rich. I don't really like them to drink plain, so I use it as a base for cooking or for stews and soups more than just eating out of the cup. And, oh, okay, and I always keep some of those packages because they do not need to be refrigerated and they taste good and they're good quality. So I also keep it in the pantry for when I don't have the frozen ones. You will see the difference between this and the frozen ones because they are much more gelatin in texture. And anyway, they are both good stuff. And this is it. I hope you enjoy your shopping.